Rob Norton, International Plant Nutrition Institute, here in Adelaide talking about a good topic, which is what are the nutrition issues after a good year like we had in 2016. Much better than talking about nutrition after a drought. The big issue, I suppose, is that high yields mean high nutrient offtakes, and the key to understand that is to realise that for every tonne of grain, for example, 3 kilograms of phosphorus will leave your field. So 6 tonne wheat crop will take away 18-20 kilograms of phosphorus. And to stop your soil test declining, you really need to think about replacing that with fertiliser as part of your ongoing 2017 fertiliser program. So that's the first thing is about replacing nutrients, particularly phosphorus. The second thing that we think about is after the wet season, with the floods in particular, very wet soils, a lot of the nitrogen was denitrified. That is, it was turned from nitrate to N2 gases and then lost to the system. And after each of those flooding events, effectively the nitrate level in the soil was reset. So that happened a couple of times. Growers got ahead of it with putting nitrogen into the crop. And we were lucky at the end of the season with a long cool finish that caused mineralisation to occur, which released some of the nitrogen from organic matter. Now, of course, that comes at a price in terms of the organic matter content of the soil, but it does mean that probably we're in a situation this year going into the 2017 crop of having quite low nitrogen status in many of the soils, either soils that were flooded, which has denitrified the nitrogen, or high yielding soils that have had removed some of the nitrogen in the crop. So in both those situations, what I suggest is think about soil testing obviously, but also maybe a nitrogen rich strip, which is a strip of nitrogen across your paddock that'll give you an indication of what the relative response is in those good and bad parts of the fields. So they're the two things to think about, certainly soil testing and maybe a nitrogen rich strip for the 2017 season.